Hey people, welcome to Bethel Brothers Hot Rod. This is a little update on Project Apache. Now I've been gone for a while, but it's been because I've been sanding and stuff, and that's really not that exciting. But if I go any further, you're gonna miss a whole bunch of junk, so I gotta show ya. So stick around, people. It's kind of a cool and balmy day, man. Freezing actually. I actually got like on a sweatshirt, a jacket, another sweatshirt, and some other underclothes, dude. And a couple pairs of pants because it's cold out here. Alright, check it out. We got the Apache all starting to be sanded, and I know it looks all weird, like a weird paint job, but just like this was a small little ding, and I opened it up so it was a little smoother. And here's some examples. That's what one of those little areas look like. Here's another one, and you can paint over that if you want, and a lot of shops will do it, but it's really sloppy. And especially once you go and spray your new paint over it and you see that, you're like, dude, I wish I wouldn't have been so lazy and would have did it. So this side's a little more done. I took it in the shop, and I've sanded down the area, and I got some primer over it. I've got a couple Bondo deals I got to buff down. There's some in the back, some on the other side. There's a dent there. See, I'm finding dents in all this stuff, so it's kind of taking me a while. Plus I still got to fix the hood, but I'm lining up body panels as I go, so it's taking a little time. Meanwhile, we've kind of adjusted the parking lot. Alright, there's some more vehicles coming. Joe thinks he's a rock star or something and needs like 90 cars, so there's a K5 coming and some other 1-ton truck. Not too sure, I can't remember. There's gonna be a lot of vehicles here, man. I think this thing's going. We got it running and cut off the mufflers. Check this out. This is why one of them didn't have great compression. We were like, whoa, dude. I asked Joey, hey man, did you check the O-rings? Maybe that's what the problem was. Yeah, dude, I checked them, they're fine. You never thought to check that. This one started doing it too. So, yeah. But those got cut off, and now it's like way loud. So anyway, I'm gonna pull this thing into the shop because the weather's kind of crappy and I don't feel like getting rained on or electrocuted with the electrical stuff I'm using. So maybe I'll throw you in a couple tips and tricks. This is kind of boring junk, man. I don't really know what to show you, but I'll give it a shot. Primarily, what I am using to bust down most of the stuff on any flat surface is a belt sander, okay? And a cool trick, see how you can see some of the stuff's piling up in the sander? You just run a wire brush over it every so often and help clean out the material. It's a little trick. Just be careful after you clean it out. Once you get used to the pressure of it being clogged, it'll really eat through your material. Then I usually follow it up with a palm sander. I go from a range of different grits from about 100 down to about 220 for a really smooth surface. And the smoother you get everything, the better the paint job's gonna turn out. So as you can see in the areas that I have already hit with primer, it's very smooth. You can even hear it, you know, comparatively rough, smooth. You almost see the difference. It's kind of hard the way YouTube pixelates stuff, but at least you get a general idea. I'm not going to be able to show you everything standing in here because of the limited space, and I'm not ruining my camera. Not for anybody. You got it? So I'll come back and show you what it looks like a little towards the end. That's why some of these episodes are getting shorter. There's just some of the stuff that I'm doing. I can't bring the camera along for the ride. You have to go out and do it to your ride to see what's going on. You follow, people? Alright people, some of the stuff has been buffed off with the belt sander. Same with down here. Now I'm going to go over it while it's in its rough state and get rid of these scratches I put into it. All that junk. I want to take a minute to bring this up, and there's many different ways you can do body work. I've seen 100 different ways on some of the hot rod shows or the car shows or whatever you want to say. I've even seen a couple different ways done in the shop. Now a lot of it is people want you to learn the long way, because once you learn the long way, the short way is a piece of cake, because you understand everything from A to Z. Now it's up to you. You can make your own choices. If you're just following the crowd, what do you expect? If you're thinking for yourself, you're ahead of the game, you're living free, you're doing it the way you want to do it, which is the way it should be. Get out and try it. Even if it's the wrong way, at least you learned. It's not causing an outsource type of deal. It's not giving a job to somebody who doesn't deserve it, and then you get bragging rights. You know what I mean? So do it whatever way you want to. There's no wrong way to do it. You're just trying to get it back to nice. As long as you end up here, nice place, okay, comparatively to all this other junk, you're doing it right. Bottom line. And that's what's important, not what tools you're using. Use a 2x4, who cares? Use an old buck knife. If it works, who cares? You know what I'm saying? Just do it, people. Just do it. Do something. Everywhere up in here and anywhere that you can see white paint, if it isn't too pixelated, it's areas that are ready for paint. I'm just kind of spraying down out of a rattle can, so I quit going over the same spot like a gazillion times. I'm just about done with this side. The other side needs some more work. I still have this area to work with. There's a lot of square feet on this. There's about 80 to 90 square feet on this side. About the same for the other side, about 70 square feet on the top. There's a lot of surface area, man. It takes forever to grind all this junk and sand and whatever. So yeah, it's coming along. But I have some other stuff I need to attend to. Alright people, that's going to do it for today's episode. I know some of you were getting itchy about seeing what I'm doing. Well, there you go. I'll come back when it's more ready to paint. As it sits now, I got some company coming up this weekend, so I have a few chores I need to attend to because I'm looking forward to hanging out with them. So thanks for tuning in and watching Bethel Brothers Hot Rod. Be back soon, babies!